In a country where we are discouraging embezzlement, Monday Okpebholo, the executive governor of Edo State, set up a panel or a committee to check the past administration of Godwin Obaseki if he embezzled funds so that they can catch up with him and make him pay for whatever he has embezzled. The next video you are seeing is at the moment is that of Wike advising him to let it go. If truly Godwin Obaseki really chop money, are we supporting embezzlement or not? I believe whatever is dishing out today, advising Monday Okpebholo, is almost a replica of what APC stands for. Otherwise, if we have ICPC, EFCC towards making sure that no embezzlement of funds, I believe Wike, FCT minister, former governor of Rivers State, will not be telling a sitting governor, you shouldn't probe the past government. Because if you probe the past government, then as he's leaving, the same government that is coming in will also probe him. And as a result of that, there might be transparency in government. Now, hear him out.
I have told you, pursue this man. I know what I passed through. But you won't know what I passed through. I should be the one to prosecute obaseki. Money, everything. What is it in life? For God has given you position. If it was his power, he won't be here. But God has told him, you don't have it. I'll give it to whom I want to. But to tell you, go away. That will end with that respect. Damn. Leader, I know how pain you are. I know what you passed through. I know you suffered it. You suffered. It was like a humiliation to you. I was part of it that humiliated you. I apologize on national television to you. I am sorry for what I did. Let it carry. Focus on the development of the you will see what you will achieve at the end of the means in the name of God. Don't make it good. But if it dares come back to say, to preach, say, my brother, God, have I not tried? God, I'm overcame to shoot me. God, what do you want me to do? I should tell this, and God will say, no, shh,
That was FCT Minister Wike in the ancient city of Benin, commissioned the new Edo line. In the process of doing that, advising Governor Monday Okpebholo, the executive governor of Edo State, not to probe the immediate past government under the able leadership of Godwin Obaseki. Now, if you ask me, I will tell you this is the worst advice a minister can advise a sitting governor. Because if you have to prove the past government, it's not as a result of witch hunting, just to let us know how transparent it was. Did they embezzle money? Yes or no? That is the exact thing average Benin Edo persons want to know. So that as Monday Okpebholo is also leaving office, it will be a culture that the next person coming in also proves his own administration. Because if I know that as at the time I'm leaving, somebody is coming to probe me, I should be able to do things well so that tomorrow people will not hold anything against me. But you telling him to forget about probing and forge ahead. Probing the past government has nothing to do with development in Edo State. Just to set up a committee and let them review whatever he has done before. If there's some certain amount of money ought to have used to develop Edo State that is not diverted into his personal pocket, they will now know how to make sure he pays those money back. But what I'm seeing at the moment is that almost like the case of trying to advise, so that when you drag Obaseki, those who help in sharing those funds will not be dragged along. Because at the time when he was leaving from APC to PDP, we understand so many billions were used just to bribe the likes of Danobi and other candidates or aspirants who intend to vie for that governorship position. They all collected the money and give him the ticket. And so much funds that ought to have been used or geared towards development of Edo State were used in that direction. And I believe if you should call him today, if paraventure whatever I'm saying is true, probably he might have a receipt to that extent where all of them will be indicted. And as a result of that, they just want to cut it off. Because if you ask that same Obaseki, I know he's so intelligent to that extent, even Oshomole might also collect in all of this. What I'm sensing here is just a form of foul play, so that when you drag him, you will not drag others. And I want to advise the governor of the day, if you really believe in transparency, please, not everything your leaders will tell you that you accept hook, line, and sinker. This is your government. Please probe Obaseki and let Obaseki tell us every money, all the allocations, all the funds so far given to him, how he has used them. If we discover that there was some lapses, EFCC is there to take him up so that he can provide those funds towards the developmental project of the state. You ask me, Wike does not have that moral justification to begin to advise you in this direction when Rivers is in total chaos simply because of fund and every other thing. Somebody whose father has accused that every project so far commissioned before he left office, some of them were not paid for, is the one paying some of those debts. So if that can happen in Rivers State, do you think Wike is in any position advising the governor of Edo State on what to do regarding probing the past government? Now, whatever he just said so far, it's almost like supporting corruption in Nigeria. Because if truly Obaseki embezzles some funds, you are asking him not to probe Obaseki. Why do we now have EFCC? Why do we now have ICPC? Why do we now have law enforcement agencies that tackle corruption in the land? Are those bodies set up by the government because of Yahoo and every other little financial crimes or what? As we speak, if I Okowa's case, it's almost by 1.20 trillion naira. It joined APC and nobody is talking about that one again. And don't be so surprised. This Obaseki we are talking about might eventually come back to APC tomorrow. All these things will be forgotten. Even if he doesn't want to come back, I believe the rope that tied Obaseki, so long as embezzlement of funds is concerned, tied both that same Wike, Danobi, and the rest PDP members, the top ones who were there at the time he came back to PDP. Anyway, whatever you think, drop your comment in the comment section. Once again, share and follow the page. If it did your mind, say you want to live a transparent government, you want to operate a transparent government, Okpebholo, your excellency, sir, go ahead and prove Obaseki. But if you believe, say, by the time you go drag some of your leaders, if you yield to this advice, we will give you.